Hello students and parents. In this video lesson I will be going over um, our math lesson from earlier today, our math assignment. So let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, please put the date. Okay. After you've put the date, we're doing topic 14, lesson 3. You're gonna need a red color, a blue color, and your pencil. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me refocus this. Okay, so first things first, we've been talking about time. And today what we're doing is we're looking more into what it looks like when our minute hand goes to a different number other than 12. And we're starting to look at minutes and different hours and changing the time on a clock. So let's go ahead and get started. So first, go ahead and make a circle, the dot in the middle, and then make 2 lines and 1 line. And you're going to write an H for hour and an M for minute. And then around your clock, you're going to put your numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so 1 through 12, all around your clock, and clockwise. Don't go backwards, that's counterclockwise. You want to go clockwise. So after you have that set up, let's go ahead and draw our hands. So we always start in the middle, and we're going to draw our hand facing down. And it has to touch or tickle, I like to say, the 6. Because in our video we watched today, we were talking about half hours, or half an hour, or half past. And that is here. And so our red hand needs to be touching the 6 or tickling the 6. And then with our blue color, let's go ahead and have it go here and point in between these 2 numbers. And that is our hour hand. So minute hand and hour hand. And then what I also did was I put some dots. So that way we could kind of see an invisible line of where it's pointing. So let's go ahead and start with the hour actually. So what hour are we looking at here? So let's see. Well, first we need to look and see where is our hour hand and where is it pointing. So our hour hand is pointing between 9 and 8. Okay, so that means that it could be either 9 or 8 o'clock. We don't know. Well, if we look at our hand, if I'm going to give a little bit of a little sprinkle of an older skill, an older grade skill, but when the hour hand passes a number and is still between 2 different numbers, it's still the hour that it passed before. So since the hour hand passed the 8, it is actually 8 o'clock for the hour. It's 8 for the hour because it passed the 8, but it's not yet the 9. But when it does, it will be 9. But right now it is 8. So the 2 numbers that is between the hour hand is 8 and 9. Now we look at the minute hand. Now in a clock, there are a bunch of tiny little lines in between all these numbers, and there's 60 of them. And the minute hand touches every single one of these lines, and it keeps going around and around and around, and it takes, and once the minute hand has touched every single one of those little lines, every single one of those little minutes, 60 minutes, then the hour hand moves as well, and the hour hand will reach the next number. So when the minute hand gets halfway through the clock, then the hour hand will also be halfway onto the next number. Okay, so that's why when our minute hand is in a different number other than 12, the hour hand is pointed halfway in between these 2 numbers, between the next hour and the previous hour. So for minutes, our minute hand is pointing to the 6, which is also called 30 as well, because if we were to look at it on a digital clock, the hour would be 8:30. And we say 6 is 30 because once you pass the 12, you count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. When you go around the clock, when you're using the minute hand, each of these big numbers turns into counting by fives, not just ones like with the hour hand. Okay, so that's what it would look like on a digital clock. Whew. Okay, so now after that, we're going to take a little break from drawing a clock. Now we're going to do a little fill in the blank. So first, let's go ahead and put 4 o'clock, blank, 5 o'clock, blank, 7 o'clock. Okay. Oops, I'm sorry. 6 o'clock. Oh my gosh. 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Oh my goodness. So 4, blank, 6, blank, 8. Okay, so what you're gonna have to do, students, is you're gonna have to fill in the blanks with what time would come next. 4, this is the 4 hours, blank, 6 hours, blank, 8 hours. So you're counting forward. What hours are we missing? Okay, now let's go ahead and do another clock. So once again, I'm setting up my clock. Okay, and I'm gonna make my lines and write my M for minutes and my H for hours. So for this time around, I'm gonna have it where you guys do it on your own. I'm not gonna walk you through it like the first one. So for this one, let's go ahead and have our, start in the middle, go up. Let's have our minute hand point in between those two numbers. And let's have our hour hand, oh my gosh, and our hour hand point between these two numbers, and our minute hand point and tickle that number again. Okay, and so what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to tell me what two numbers is the hour hand between and what number is the minute hand tickling or touching. Okay, and that is going to conclude our math assignment for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I'm always here to help, and I hope you have a great day.